Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going over claiming dependents. By the end of today's video, you will have learned what a dependent is, who qualifies as a dependent, and the 5 tests a dependent must pass in order for you to claim them on your tax return. Let's get into it. A dependent is an individual who is reliant on another for financial support. This can be a child or an adult. For someone in your household to qualify as a dependent, they must pass 5 tests, which include the age test, the relationship test, the residency test, the support test, and the joint return test. I will provide more details on these tests later in the video. There are general rules that apply for all dependents. These include: a dependent must be a U.S. citizen, resident alien or national, or a resident of Canada or Mexico. They also can't be claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return, with rare exceptions. A dependent can't claim a dependent on their own tax return. You can't claim your spouse as a dependent if you file jointly. And a dependent must be a qualifying child or a qualifying relative. So first is the age test. For a qualifying child, they must be under the age of 19 or under the age of 24 if they are a full-time student. They can be of any age if they are totally and permanently disabled. Note that you and your spouse, if filing jointly, must be older than that child. For a qualifying relative, they can be of any age, but cannot be you or someone else's qualifying child. Next is the relationship test. So a qualifying child can be your son, your daughter, your grandchild, your sister, your brother, your stepsister, stepbrother, half-sister, half-brother, adopted child, or a descendant of any of these. For a qualifying relative, they must be related to you. They can also be a friend or a live-in boyfriend or girlfriend, as long as they do not file or only file to get a refund of withheld taxes. The residency test states that a qualifying child must have lived with you for more than half the year, more than 6 months. A qualifying relative must live with you for the full year, with exceptions. If they are your adult child, stepchild, or foster child, or adopted child, or a descendant of any of them, such as an adult grandchild, they do not have to live with you. Also, if they are your brother, sister, half-brother, half-sister, stepsister, or stepbrother, they also qualify for this exception to have to live with you for a full year. Also, if they are your father, mother, grandparent, or other direct ancestors, such as an aunt or an uncle of either parent, if they are a son or daughter of your brother or sister, or stepbrother or stepsister, and also if they are your mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, or brother-in-law. These relationships qualify for the exception that they do not have to live with you for the full year. They can be in their own home, but they must qualify using the other tests, such as the age test and the support test. The support test states that you must provide more than half of the qualifying child or the qualifying relative's support. So what you would do is calculate their total support, and you must provide more than 50% of that. For a qualifying relative, they also must make less than $5,050, which is the threshold for the year 2024. And finally, the joint return test just states that they cannot file a joint return unless they are only filing to get a refund of taxes paid or withheld. Sometimes a child ends up being claimed on more than one person's tax return. Usually, those two people cannot come to an agreement on how to divide tax benefits, usually between a child's two parents. So they'll claim the child at the same time. And so what ends up happening is the tax return gets rejected and the IRS uses what is called tiebreaker rules. If you would like to learn more about these tiebreaker rules, then please click here and watch this video as I go over those qualifications. All right, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.